Bob, why is the strike called off?
The strike's suspended, and the reason why it's suspended is that the discussions that have taken place, particularly yesterday and this morning, led to a situation where we wanted to be. And we always said from the start, when people was asking about if there was an agreement, would RMT be vitriolic and one thing or another? We're not vitriolic. This is not a full-blown victory in any stretch of imagination. What it is got back to where we wanted to be. And that was to discuss London Underground's concerns and for LUL to listen to our concerns without the atmosphere of them saying they're going to impose job losses and without the atmosphere of us saying we're going to call a strike. So it's the position we want to be in. They make it absolutely clear. Just apply some common sense here. London Underground's the employer. They're the manager. Their management, and they're responsible for managing. We don't want to do their role. It's their job. And our job's to represent our members. And the fact of the matter is, London Underground at any time can put anything on the table for discussion. And we want to talk about things in discussion. They talk about modernisation, but we want modernised terms and conditions as well. We want less hours at work.
Don't we all?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we call a modernised condition. Why should we be working the same hours we was working years ago? So we want to see modernisation. We want to see more annual leave.
Hold on a minute. We went through 48 hours of absolute misery in London, and it didn't just affect London. We're now a national radio station. Anyone travelling to London for business, for work, people maybe having planned trips into London for the theatre or whatever, massively disruptive, massive misery for people. I had people texting me, tweeting me all for those 2 days saying how much money they'd lost on their business, people who work freelance, self-employed, 0 hours contract, couldn't get to work, didn't get paid. And now you're saying, oh, well, now we're having a conversation, so everything's fine. What was said at that meeting this morning that could not have been said this time last week and saved us all that misery?
Well, I'll give you your due. You sound like every angry commuter.
I am an angry commuter.
But you sound like every single one of them rolled up into one. What was said this morning was quite clear. As of yesterday, the notification which they have to send to the Department of Employment, the 950 jobs that said was going, given 90 days notice for the clocks to start ticking, they've now put that on hold, and they've now put a process in place where it gives us a minimum of 6 weeks to talk properly without the threat that these jobs will start to be disappearing. People will start taking severance. That's been put on hold as well. And what we're trying to say, when we say about extra annual leave and less hours at work, what we're talking about is modernisation. It's just not all about technology. Modernisation's about everything that we do at the workplace. For example, we want to listen to what London Underground's concerns are. You can't tell me that every booking office on London Underground is the same. For example, do you want to close a booking office at Victoria? Do you want to close a booking office at King's Cross? They are stalled already. People jump off trains, on high-speed trains from France and from Belgium, and then queue up 20 minutes already for a booking office. So what could have been said, Julia, before last week's strike was what was said this morning. Unfortunately, that wasn't said.
Can I just say that all last week and for weeks on, the RMT and the TSSA have been telling us, you personally saying to us, this isn't about money, no. This isn't about our conditions, this is about safety for passengers. All you've talked about so far is we want to work fewer hours at work and have more annual leave.
No, not as a result of this. What we're trying to say is...
we decided to just package that in while we had a gun to the heads of every London commuter.
No, we're not saying we want shorter hours as a result of looking at
Why did you brought it up, not me?
What I'm trying to say is that we're not going to sit back for the next decade or 15 years and say that whatever conditions we've got now stay the same. We want progress.
Tommy, okay, let's just clarify. Given that you've brought this subject up, I thought we were going to be talking about safety issues, but you've brought up the paying conditions and the working hours of your members, the RMT. Average pay of an RMT member who works on the London Tube?
The average pay, I don't know the average pay because there's so many different
typical pay.
I would say the average pay, to be fair, Julia, from top to bottom would be around about 40,000.
For around about 40,000. Most of them work extra overtime.
Average,
45 to 50k in total. Is that right?
Well, no. I mean, you've got grades that earn in excess of 50,000. You've got some grades, the cleaners, for example.
Yeah, we're talking about the drivers. Okay, and tell me how much annual leave do they get a year that you want to improve?
Well, no, the annual leave is around about 6 weeks per year they get.
6 weeks annual leave. And how many hours a week do they normally
35.
work? They work 35. And you're... you know what, Bob? I don't mean to be disrespectful. I love it when you come into the show, but you're having a laugh, aren't you?
No, I'm not having a laugh. What I'm trying to say, Julia,
You are absolutely. I mean, this is. Sorry,
know,
is it April the 1st? Are you having a joke?
When I started working for London Underground in 1977, the hourly week was a 40-hour week, and we got then 3.5 weeks.
Can someone get my violin for me, please?
No, I'm trying to explain to you. When I started in 1977, the annual leave was 3.5 weeks a year, and the working week was 40 hours. What I'm trying to say is that we weren't going to stand still. It's our job to make progress. And don't think for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, whatever conditions we've got now are going to stay the same as they are. What we're saying is not a result of these booking office discussions, but there will be a time when people keep on talking about modernisation. We want to see modernisation of our members' terms and conditions, which will be, and I make no excuse for it, our job is to try and get better terms and conditions.